If you're interested to know all the crap I learned in esthetician school that I no longer even use, stay tuned. That's coming up next. Welcome back, Christine Byer here. I didn't retire my apron. I just didn't feel like wearing it. So anyway, I am Christine Byer. I have been an esthetician for 22, almost 23 years now. And it was my third career, I think. I got my license when I was 31. Yeah, so on this channel, we talk about your skincare journey, right? Because it's never one thing that makes your face look better. It's a whole combination of things. And so I learned a very, very universal way of doing facials in skincare school. I went to skincare school. I graduated in 2001. I got my license in 2001. I was down in Miami. They teach you just a specific way, right? You examine the skin, you exfoliate the skin, you steam the skin, you extract the skin, you leave a mask on for 20 minutes, blah, blah, blah. I quickly did away with, the basics I do. I exfoliate the skin, sometimes I'll do a lighter peel, a deeper peel. I don't steam everybody's skin. I'm not crazy about steamers. I feel like they can be very dehydrating, and not everybody likes a bunch of steam blowing in their face. I hate it. So it just depends on if you like that or not. And then the whole 20-minute masking at the end. I used to work with a gal. She would go out, and she was the lead esthetician where I was working. This was in Austin, Texas. And she would have a cigarette. I'm like, how gross is that? And then your esthetician comes back smelling like, perfume and smoke underneath, right? And a gum mint. And she does the rest of your facial, which is basically over by then because you've masked. Now, I like to multitask. If you know me at all, you know I love, love, love to multitask. So I'm like, I'm gonna put that mask on at the end, but I'm gonna use some devices over it. I'm gonna be using LED at the very minimum, right? Because my masks, I try to keep them clear so that I can work over them, so LED can penetrate them, right? And also I use sort of a conductive gel, and I will layer under certain skin brighteners and neogenesis, whatever the skin needs. I'll layer it under this conductive gel, and then I will do devices on top of that. Because why waste 20 minutes? I mean, people can take a nap at home. Most people fall asleep, right? Because I'm doing facial contouring massage. I think the thing is, because massage is so important, and so much more important than they ever taught me at school. So much more important. And the type of massage, right? So there's the fleurage and all this sort of bullshitty type of stuff you learn, which has some value, right? But the real stuff that releases overworked muscles and sort of wrinkle patterns in the face and tight jaws, that really golden, anti-aging gold, sort of new blood bringing, lymph sweeping out type of massage that really rejuvenates the skin, right? It starts to erase old patterns. We make different expressions all day long, but we have our go-tos. So I have clients that have crooked mouths, or I'm going in and I'm stripping out the depressing depressors so they don't get, the resting bitch face. I do so many things. I study my clients' faces and I work out areas of excess tension. That was not taught to us at school. Now, granted, I did go to a good school. It was plenty expensive. And I remember one of my first days there, the instructor who had been in school she had been teaching, gosh, who knows, years and years, 30 years easily. And she had a gal under the mag lamp, and she was doing a skin consultation. She was diagnosing everything she was seeing, right? She's like, oh, so she's got some areas of broken capillaries here, and this skin looks fragile. And she said all this stuff I did not understand. I was just looking at everybody else going, did you understand any of that? I'd like to hear it now. But yeah, because you see this stuff over and over, and you get to really, really understand skin, and you see problems, recurring problems, and you get better and better solutions over the years. So I would say that is all the stuff I had to unlearn from school. Just thinking outside the box. It's like once you know what's in a product and what it does for the skin, you can slip it in at different times, and it doesn't have to be the same rote cookie cutter facial over and over. My clients hate that. I hate that. I will not be boxed in to the cookie cutter facial. And for all those doing cookie cutter facials, I'm sorry. There are ways to make it more personal, because really people are coming to us because we know skin and they like us if they return. And if you're like working at Massage Heights or Hand and Stone, all those sort of chain massage and facial places, you can put a personalized mark on your facials, and that would be with your massage, because people remember how you make them feel, right? They may not remember all the gobbledygook you tell them about their skin, but they remember the way they feel and the way they look after a facial. Another thing I had to unlearn is it's not all about beauty. Some people just want to be touched, and that is a-okay, because not all of us are up for, getting butt naked and doing a full body massage with some male tech. I get that. And so it's much safer for a lot of my clients just to come to me, and I do like a mean massage of the shoulders, neck. I do all the fascia, the fascia release and the facial contouring massage. And so it's also, I learned that people they need touch. They're so touch starved, and that's okay. I mean, I think it's wonderful that people trust me to come in and work on their face and really give them this killer facial, and then they still feel safe. I want people to feel safe here and to be comfortable. What else did I learn in school that was not quite true? Oh yes, any sort of business sense. They don't teach you any business stuff in school at all. And that's fine, because that would take, another couple of years, right? Because, it just takes a lot of learning, and a lot of hard knocks. I actually think I'm sort of an outside of the box thinker. I'm very resourceful, sometimes to a fault, where I don't want to ask people questions, but I've learned that I need to ask lots of questions too. But yeah, just think outside the box. There's so much choice in skincare now. But yeah, and then there's the flip side of that. It's not blowing people's faces up, right? So get to know my products, I know that. But yeah, just thinking outside the box. And I think that's what makes me a better facialist, and being open to new concepts, because skincare moves at the speed of light. And then you add in Korean skincare products, and that moves at the speed of, double light. It's insane how fast their skincare industry moves. Anyway, that is what I have had to unlearn from beauty school and where I am now. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.